From a water-damaged basement in Prince George's County, Maryland, it's Sunday night. Welcome back to Sunday Songs. Thanks for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. It's great to be back with the show. I heard that things went great with the substitute teacher last week. I heard everyone was very respectful to the substitute teacher. My first show that I had to miss last week due to some very pressing circumstances. So I appreciate everyone still turning out for the show, and I very much appreciate Hayes Carl for coming in to do the show while I was getting ready for a baby to be born. And if you think that I'm going to give you the story of the baby being born right at the very top of the show, how wrong you are. I got to make you wait. I gotta save the juice for later on in the show. Thanks for being here at Sunday Songs. Let me know down in the comments if you can hear me okay before I get started here. If this is your first show, thanks for being here, and thanks to whoever, whatever strange friend of yours recommended this. And if you're 58 for 58 watching the Sunday Songs, I appreciate you very much. So thanks for being here. Either way, I'm going to play a few tunes right off the top to get some things started. It looks like you guys can hear me pretty well, so we're just going to roll. Like a morning star, like a firstborn son, well, my blistered heart has been lifted up, and through narrow eyes I have seen so long, but now my road is wide and my grievance gone, in my own long midnight is done. Like a steady job, like a heavy rain, I'll be close at hand when they call my name. I couldn't say as much even yesterday, but I have seen the flood and my heart is changed. In my own long midnight is done. In my own long midnight is done. Thank you. That's Long Midnight off The Flood in Color. A dream he shouldn't have can break a man in half. I'm wrong, but I'm still sure I'm knocking at your door with more than a wild kind of longing, more than a wild kind of longing. You sent me on my way, I laid the world to waste. I ran from coast to coast, I cheated, lied, and stole for more than a wild kind of longing. hope you never know the sharp end of desire, the all-consuming fire of more than a wild kind of longing, more than a wild kind of longing. Thank you very much. Why don't you toss down there in the comments where you guys are watching the show from tonight, and after I play another tune, I will say hello. This is another song from my most recent EP. This is an EP called The Diving Sun, and this song is called Look Out Desdemona. Do I know that face, or is it just the light? Did I hold your hand in another life? I want many coats just to brave the wild. I've been 1,000 men, I've been a single child. Look out, Desdemona, your father saw you smile. Yes, I know that laugh as the credits play. From the way I bleed, I believe I know that blade. I hope my dying words, they keep you awake like a golden rule you just can't obey. Look out, Desdemona, you're not too young to pay. I know your secret, thought I could keep it, but I know that I can't. Do you see that moon? Do you see those stars? They have never changed. I have strayed so far. The light just lays itself on your long white neck like it's softly dead. On the night we met, Look out, Desdemona, this is all we get. Look out, Desdemona, this is all we get. Thank you very much. Let's see where you guys are watching the show from tonight. Let's just see. As always with Sunday Songs, it's very much appreciated when you're watching. If you can text a friend about the show, text them a link to the show, or if you're watching on Facebook, comment them down at the bottom. Let them know that there's a free show going on right now. We love it when you help us spread the word about the show. So thank you. All right, let's see where you guys are watching from tonight. Kevin says, checking in from Bakersfield. Jason Harper, cryptically checking in from NYC. He's usually more of an Ann Arbor or Foreign Shores type of guy for Sunday songs. Christine's checking in from Milwaukee. Hey, Anne-Marie Richards is getting back into our loop. Thank you, Reverend. Good to see you. So happy to be tuning in again from beautiful Baltimore. Well, good to see you. Thank you for being here, Miss Anne-Marie. I came up to your place and played a show at your townhouse a couple years ago. It was beautiful up there. A special Brazilian Father's Day show from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Of course, that's Tyra's branding tonight, was a Brazilian Father's Day. Sam's checking in from the Peg. Let's see. Looks like Emily is checking in. So, all right. So Graham says congrats. Emily says congrats to the Pug family. So here's the deal. Last week, Hayes Carl was filling in for the show because my wife was not in labor, but in pre-labor. We would later learn she didn't have the baby during Sunday songs last week, although it was her due date. Last week we were expecting a little baby girl, and it didn't happen. In fact, I tuned in for some of Sunday songs with Hayes. It was my first time as a viewer watching Sunday songs. I checked out some of it, and it was very fun. And then after that, we just assumed, since it had gone past the due date, we were like, oh, now it's just going to go another 2 weeks now. Well, the very next day, our prayers were answered, and my wife went into not full labor, but full-on labor. Not pre-labor, but full-on labor. And I'd say about 8 hours later, we had a beautiful baby daughter. Mom and baby are both very healthy. I've gotten all of your emails. I've gotten all the comments and direct messages and everything that everyone has sent for me and my wife and my family, and it is very much appreciated. It really is. I read all of them, and they all really meant a lot. So thank you for thinking of me and my family this week. It's a very joyous week for us. We feel very blessed, very fortunate beyond belief. So thank you for all your well wishes this week. And your prayers did some good because we ended up with a healthy baby and a healthy mom, and that's all you can ask for, right? When you're going down that direction. So and hey, actually, the baby's sleeping too, for the most part. My wife would argue with me on that a little bit, but she's pretty much sleeping, given that she's a newborn. Brian Heffernan is watching from Ohio. Andy's saying hello. Andy, you won one of the prizes a couple weeks back. Did you get that in the mail? Just doing some quality control here. Oh, wow. Allie's been here for 50 shows. Thanks as always. I share it weekly. Allison in Victoria, BC. Allison, thank you very much. That means a lot. It really does. This is great. I'm going to play a couple more tunes, and then we're going to dig back into the comments because there's a lot of comments this week. So. I don't know why it's been in my mind to play this song recently, but it has been. This one is also from the most recent album. Never once did you stand on your own in the fire. Never once did you stand with the rest of us either. Where there's no right now, free rider. Where there's no right now, free rider. Never once once did you lay it all out on the wire. Never once did your soul and your body grow tired. Well, you can't hide now, free rider. No, you can't hide now, free rider. Never once did you find a true love you would die for. Or did she ask for a promise you couldn't provide her? Well, she's gone by now, free rider. Well, she's gone by now, free rider. And there's no right now, free rider. And there's no right now, free rider. Thank you. There's a road I have known I could always find. You know what? I'm going to try this in a different key tonight. I wanted to try this one like this for a long time, actually. I'm just remembering now. There's a road I have known I could always find. If I walked ahead, I could look behind. If I fell behind, I could always know. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next. If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. There's a hand I have known I could always hold, through the night so long, through the day so fair. If I lost my grip, I would not despair. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next. If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. So I'll keep walking on and often. You can hear the echoes of my steps. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next.
If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. If still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. There's a road I have known I could always find.
Thanks for coming to Sunday Songs. Let's see where else you guys are watching from tonight. Ryan is checking in from Des Moines. From the island. Dallas says, hoping to make it to the Twin Cities for the September 29th show. I announced a bunch of shows these past couple weeks that are IRL. In real life, he says, crossing my fingers, the border will be opened. I hope so too, Dallas. So yeah, I'll show you the tour dates later tonight, but a bunch of tour dates coming up. We're talking about Boston, New Hampshire, Woodstock, New York, Chicago, really fun show in Chicagoland, and Minneapolis, and there'll be a couple others added, I believe in Wisconsin. So that's great. I hope to see you, my friend. Let's see. Peter's wishing me congratulations from Pittsburgh. Thank you, Peter. Joey's wishing us a congratulations from Lombard. That's great. Awesome. So Nick says, my first Sunday songs. Joe, your music has brought me through the other side of some really hard times. Looking forward to the Boston show at the Sinclair. Well, Nick, thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for coming to your first Sunday songs, brother. I really appreciate it. Desi is just cryptically waving hello. Hello, how are you doing? Chris Migliacci. Oh no, he had his own flood a couple weeks ago. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Oh no, Emily Feld, who is one of our most loyal Sunday Songs listeners, is working that night of the show. I'm sorry. Emily, I don't think we're going to add any more Minneapolis shows there, but we always come back to the Twin Cities pretty often, so we'll be back there in short order. Jason Anderson says, please play a show in Milwaukee. We might play in Milwaukee. We're definitely going to play in Wisconsin, so we're going to come pretty close to you on that tour. All right, keep on tossing down there in the comments where you guys are watching from. I love checking all this out. To our first-time viewer, Nick, we have a very special ability here on Sunday Songs. We have a two-camera technology. We're filming not with one camera, but with two. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to head on over to the piano cam and play a few tunes over there. So I hope, Nick, that your first visit here at Sunday Songs, you can appreciate this beautiful proprietary technology for all of its glory. Okay, I really hope you guys can hear me. Why don't you put down there in the comments if you can hear the piano and me or not. Can you guys hear that? Let me check and see. Okay. Good. It looks like you guys can hear. Well, I guess I've been playing a bunch of tunes from this most recent album, so let's keep the party going, man.
I've been waiting all night for you to look my way. I've been playing with the fire that I can't explain. And I know that you're here with him, with the necklace and the feeling that you can't admit. He drives a dark car, no heart, rebel with a gold card. I'm here waiting on the Crescent Bridge. She's a true bride, bright side, parliaments and brown eyes. I'm here waiting on the Crescent Bridge. You can redirect a river, you can catch the rain. You can build yourself a palace on a fruited plain. And I know you can touch the moon, but your stomach's always empty with a silver spoon. He drives a dark car, no heart, rebel with a gold card. I'm here waiting on the Crescent Bridge. She's a true bride, bright side, parliaments and brown eyes. I'm here waiting on the Crescent Bridge. Thank you. I'm kind of feeling the piano right now, so I'm going to do another tune over here. Let me get the right harmonica for this next song. I mean, I got 3 kids now, so I have to wear the dad khakis in the summer, right? Like I'm legally obligated to do that at this point. You can wear other things if you have 2 kids or below, but if you have 3 kids and the weather is above 70 degrees, you're mandated. You're mandated to wear these khaki pants. So it's not my fault. You know just why I came here tonight, in the cold without a coat. You can come outside or stay behind, but the time has come, you can't do both. You're always waiting for the perfect chance. I'm here to tell you that it don't exist. 'Cause if not now, then when? Shut up, jump in, both feet deep end. If not now, then when? I don't care about those starry dreams the waking world has never found. Where you thought you were at 17, where you thought you'd be by now. You're always looking out to hedge your bets. Well, someday let me know just where that gets. 'Cause if not now, Then when shut up, jump in both feet deep in. If not, now then when. Oh shit. Cause if not now, then when. Shut up, jump in both feet deep in. If not, now then when. Thank you. Piano came with the khakis on, man. Come on. I will be happy to, if you guys want to start throwing down in the comments some requests or any questions that you have, I'll be happy to play any of those for you. John Doyle is listening from, wow, hold on. Congratulations. We're due any minute, listening from West Town in Chicago. So you got a baby on the way imminently as well. Congratulations. I hope it all goes very well. Cindy says, if you're going to dedicate a song to the baby tonight, what would it be? Maybe that last one. I think that's a good one to welcome somebody in the world with. Sarah's watching from Chicagoland. That's great. You know, I want to get, for later in the show, I want to be able to put up these tour dates for you guys. So while I'm thinking of it, let me grab a screenshot here. Uh-oh, hold on. Someone's... Okay. Never mind. Thought I was being texted something that... I don't know if I agree with this. Congratulations on your newest puggle. I'm not down with that nomenclature there. Yeah. Wang would like to hear In the Meantime for a Guy Marooned in COVID-stricken Thailand. You got it, brother. No problem. Yeah, Strain of Oaks is a good buddy of mine, and he has a song on his new album coming out called Somewhere in Chicago, which is really good. And he has a song called Last to Swim that's beautiful. He has a record called Pope Kill Dragon, which is still my favorite of his. So Quentin says, I've got 4 daughters wearing khaki cutoffs, so there's options. All right, it's so good to know, Quentin. Thank you. Thank you for sharing my plight with me. Graham Smith said, as Crescent Bridge started, our 2.5-year-old said, oh, you know what this song means. It's time for old Joe Pug. That's excellent. Okay, let's play a song for our friends stranded in Thailand. I often mess up the lyrics to this song. So don't hold it against me. Usually I have to study this song before I come on and play it. But I'm going to do it cold tonight. This is off an album of the same name. I've been saving all my nickels and half of every dime. I've been washing all the blankets. God knows that I'm trying. I fixed the gate. We will find each other, so they say. In the meantime, I'm lonesome while I wait. Now I'm lying to my family of who I'm thinking about. I had another woman, somehow she found out. She always knew. We'll be honest with each other, me and you. In the meantime, I'll break a heart or two. Now I'm selling saws and hammers for half of what they're worth. I'm dreaming for a living. I got no time for work. It's getting hard. One day we will never be apart. In the meantime, I'm wondering where you are. Now I'm burning sheets of plywood. I pried up off the floor. The house is out of lumber. At least for now I'm warm. For now I'm warm. We'll be warm beneath the Carolina moon. In the meantime, I should find another room. Now I'm sleeping in the closet. I'm lucky when I sleep. I'm drinking from the faucet. I'm scared of the police. What should I do? One day you will be my reason too. In the meantime, I'll just be passing through.
Thank you. Okay, it is now time for America's favorite time to cry, Soft Boy Poem Corner. This is a poem that was recommended by our resident bookkeeper and resident scribe, Mr. Christopher Wilson, who he hit me up with a couple poems by this wonderful poet, who I believe is Italian, close to my own heart, named Dana Gioia. And this one seemed appropriate for this time of year in the dog days of summer. California hills in August. I can imagine someone who found these fields unbearable, who climbed the hillside in the heat, cursing the dust, cracking the brittle weeds underfoot, wishing a few more trees for shade. An Easterner especially, who would scorn the meagerness of summer, the dry, twisted shapes of black elm, scrub oak, and chaparral, a landscape August has already drained of green. One who would hurry over the clinging thistle, foxtail, golden poppy, knowing everything was just a weed, unable to conceive that these trees and sparse brown bushes were alive, and hate the bright stillness of the noon without wind, without motion, the only other living thing a hawk, hungry for prey, suspended in the blinding sunlit blue. And yet, how gentle it seems to someone raised in a landscape short of rain, the skyline of a hill broken by no more trees than one could count, the grass, the empty sky, the wish for water. Boom. That's a nice one. Thank you for that one, Christopher. I love it when you guys send me poems, so keep on sending them my way. I do read most of them. I do read almost all of them. So what other songs you guys want to hear tonight? Let me know. Oh, all right. I haven't played this one in a long time. Christopher Wilson could tell us when, but I haven't played Nobody's Man in forever. Let's do it.
Beneath the trees of the Casbah, beneath the roots of those trees, on the casket floor, on the casket floor, the bottom of me feels so complete. And around my childhood museums, there stand Chinese guards. One of them has a bell, one of them has a bell that he rings when I come too close or leave too far. You might say that it's reckless, you might say that it's wild, but I'd rather be nobody's man than somebody's child. Now there's splinters in my fingers, and there's Portland cement in my lungs. I got a hammer and a cough, I got a hammer and a cough, and all of my friends speaking foreign tongues. There's an ugliness grown up inside me. From where it has come, I don't know. I left my sweetness beside that girl I could buy long ago. They might find my body at the bottom of the pile, but I'd rather be nobody's man than somebody's child. They have, such gods they have, deep in this nation of heat. We've been outdone again, we've been outdone again. And all of my friends, they woke on their feet. In the Congress, the jackals will put a tax on my smile. But I'd rather be nobody's man than somebody's child. I might move to Las Vegas, live there for a while. 'Cause I'd rather be nobody's, nobody's, nobody's. Yes, I'd rather be nobody's man than somebody's child.
Thank you, and thank you for the request. What else you guys want to hear, man? Igor says, as a khaki-wearing father of three, I feel personally attacked all the way in Cleveland, Ohio. That's what it was intended as, Igor. Okay, we got 3 requests for The Door Is Always Open. You got it. I'm on to it. Let's do it. Oh, I didn't know that Hayes shared a poem. I wasn't watching that part of the show. Oh, man. Okay, and we're looking at Miss Kiwi Pearl request the first time I saw you. So I got a first and second for that. All right, let's do, we'll do The Door Is Always Open, then we'll do that.
After all the windows on the ground floor had been broken, after all the undemanding officers had spoken, after all the trouble, after all of the commotion, I walked right through the door. It's always open. When I was 17, I set out on the ocean, searching for Columbus or wherever he was going. And then 20,000 miles came down to just a moment. I sailed right through the door. It was always open. I climbed the western wall without anybody knowing. I held the guardsman captive with a pistol I had stolen. But he just poured a cup of coffee and said, son, now here's a notion. The next time you drop by the door, it's always open. the sun, but it was already dawn. It was already dawn, breaking fast all along. And I waited for her song, but she was already gone. She was already gone, breaking fast all along. So it seems I've spent a lifetime arrested and beholding, standing on the threshold, absolutely frozen, waiting on some God above to tell me I was chosen. Instead I spoke myself, the door was always open. Instead I spoke myself, the door was always open.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I did want to tell you guys about these shows coming up. So let me do that. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this up there. Yes, I think I can. I did it. I did it, you guys. I'm so tech savvy. Aren't you proud of me? So here's where I'm going to be on the road coming up. August 8th, I'm doing a live stream right here. Then we're going to go to do an outdoor show in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. That'll be cool. The Sinclair in Boston and Cambridge there is always a favorite of ours. There's always a good turnout there, always a good show. And then Levon Helm Studios. If you've never heard of this venue, it was Levon Helm's barn, the iconic drummer for the band. It was his barn. And he built like this bluestone barn out in the middle of Woodstock, way out there in the boonies. And it was his recording studio. And then he also would have these things that he called midnight rambles there, where him and his band would play and people would come out to watch the show. Well, he's passed on now, rest his soul, but they're still doing concerts at this venue. It's a really intimate venue. It's obviously, I know a lot of you aren't necessarily watching from Woodstock, New York, but that would definitely be a show worth traveling for because it's really cool. And then I'll be doing the Park City Song Summit in the middle of September. That's going to be kind of weird. I think I'm only playing the Thursday night there, and I'm playing a set late. I'll mainly be doing the Working Songwriter podcast from there, so be aware of that. But there will be one set Thursday night. September 29th, I'm at the Turf Club in St. Paul. The 30th, Fitzgerald's in Berwyn, Illinois, which is basically Chicagoland. And for all those shows except for the one in Utah, I'll have my band with me. I travel with a combo, so that'll be cool. You get to hear these songs arranged in a different way than you hear them on Sunday Songs. So please head to joepugmusic.com/tour. Pick up tickets. Even if you don't live in one of those places, think about taking a road trip, or tell a friend that lives in one of those places. This is my whole operation is it's a family-run business, man. It's a pretty small and skinny operation. So you guys spreading the word, it really does measurably help me move the ball forward. So thanks to everybody who always does that. That being said, I got one more tune for you here. It always helps when you can kick in and buy a virtual ticket at either Venmo or PayPal. And that just means you head on over there and you send over a few bucks as a thanks for the show or as a tip for the show. Thanks to everybody who always does that. If you're not in a place where you can do that, don't sweat it. I'll always be here on Sunday nights regardless. Thanks for coming to Sunday Songs. Tell a friend and come on back next week. I'll be here. I don't anticipate having any more babies for the next little while. So I'll be here, man. You know me. I'm usually around. Here we go. This was a request for several people, I believe. So.
First time I saw you, I saw crimson, I saw dark blue, saw the ocean we would drive to say our goodbyes. I saw winter, I saw new moons, saw a heavy-hearted bridegroom, saw the color of your bedroom and the whites of your eyes. Don't ask me how I knew, it was the first time I saw you. First time I saw you, I saw somebody that I knew. I recognized you from our first glance. See, I've seen my share of counterfeits. I used to have them hang around a bit. Once you seen yourself a genuine, there ain't no going back. Don't ask me how I knew, it was the first time I saw you. Last time I saw you by the ocean like we both knew. Now I guess that I'm supposed to tell you that I'm doing fine. But it was the last time that I held a hand, was the last time that I gave a damn. I don't think I'll ever understand why I never found the time. I saw crimson, I saw dark blue, last time that I saw you. The last time that I saw those two was the first time I saw you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming to Sunday Songs. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you next week. I'm here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and on Facebook. So bring a friend next time. Maybe jump on to joepugmusic.com/tour. Pick up some tickets if I'm coming close to you to see a show coming up. And I will see you next week. Wish me good luck with my baby sleeping this week. That's what I ask of you. I'll see you soon. Peace.